we started in Vietnam, which I think kind of surprised some people. What do you think about that? Everybody's thinking of Korea, I guess, or rather Taiwan, I should say. My feeling was we should do something a little different. I don't know what you were thinking.
Well, I liked it because starting in Vietnam was, it's the non-obvious thing. Vietnam and China have an acrimonious relationship going back to the 70s. Vietnam was the last country to militarily defeat China. When they China tried to punish Vietnam for certain border incursions and got their heads handed to them. So they don't feel all that warm and fuzzy about the Vietnamese. And even right now, Vietnam is a big agricultural country. The scenario that we set up moves it even further into that category. You look at China running short of food. It's really an obvious step. Sometimes I wonder why China wants Taiwan, because while it's got a lot of economic power, I don't know how all that power will transfer over. I think it's a situation similar to Hong Kong. Taiwan has very few resources. Taiwan has very few. There's a lot of people on Taiwan if you want to, and obviously there's historical value for it, like us wanting Manhattan back if the South captured it during the Civil War.
Actually, we're talking about our next series here.
Hey, that's a great idea. Let's work with it. Alternate history.
Climate change is really important in the new books, and one of the things I think that we were trying to do is show the relationship between economics, agriculture, the weather, into geopolitics and into warfare.
Absolutely. I thought using the climate change to sort of stir the pot a little bit was great because nothing stays static; it all changes, and to suddenly create a situation in China. They could have a famine situation come up from a lot of different reasons. To have it come up by climate change is just the most likely and the most reasonable.
One of the things that's always impressive about any Larry Bond book that you pick up, that there's going to be a huge amount of technology. It's going to be definitive. It's going to be exact. How exactly do you keep up to date with all this stuff? Well, it's always impressive.
Well, I do a lot of research on a particular topic. As you know as a writer, what you do is if you need to get smart on something, you get smart on that. And I confess, sometimes it's fairly narrow. I don't research the entire topic. I research the area I needed. And then if I have to write about it, I don't write about what I don't know. But the research is fun, Jim. For the one I'm working on now with Chris Carlson, there's a lot of SEAL and UDT action in it. So I went down to Fort Pierce, Florida last month and attended a SEAL reunion. Now, these are guys from Korea, Vietnam, and Iraq. There was a Medal of Honor winner there that I met. I watched a SEAL demonstration where a bunch of guys rappelled out of helicopters, machine gunned everything in sight. And it's all grist for the mill.
Right.
I read a lot. The war game design helps too because you got to stay current on capabilities. There's just so much to keep track of. I can't keep track of it all, but I do focus on parts that I'm working on very hard.